Every man has asked himself this question in silence. Does she really love me? Or am I just wasting my time? It's the doubt that eats away at your confidence, the thought that keeps you up at night. And here's the truth. If you don't know the signs, you'll never have the answer. Women don't always speak their heart, but they always reveal it in what they do. That's why today, I'm going to give you the 12 things women only do for the men they truly love. By the end of this video, you'll know if her love is real or if you've been fooling yourself all along. You're here because deep down, you already sense something. Maybe she loves you, maybe she doesn't, but you want the truth. And trust me, you're not alone. Men everywhere face the same doubt. So before we dive deeper, subscribe, hit like, and drop a quick comment below. Have you ever felt unsure about her feelings? Write yes or no. Because what's coming next will either confirm your fear or give you the reassurance you've been waiting for. Number 1. She introduces you to her friends and family. When a woman truly loves a man, she doesn't hide him in the shadows. She wants the people who matter most in her life to know who you are. Think about it. If she's keeping you away from her family, if she avoids posting you on social occasions, if she never mentions your name in conversations with her closest circle, what does that really mean? It means she hasn't chosen you with pride. Love has no need for secrecy. When a woman loves you, she naturally wants to blend her world with yours. She doesn't feel embarrassed to say, "This is my man." Instead, she feels proud to stand beside you, because to her, you're not just someone she's dating, you're someone she's investing her emotions and her future into. Now, let me give it to you straight. If she keeps you hidden, you're not the main character in her story, you're just a placeholder, and that's dangerous. A woman who truly loves will bridge the gap between your world and hers. She'll invite you to meet her family, not just as a guest, but as someone who belongs. When a woman brings you into her inner circle, it's more than an introduction, it's a declaration. She's saying, "You're not temporary, you're part of my life." Number 2, she invests time and stays through the long haul. Every man needs to understand this. Time is the ultimate test of love. Anyone can play sweet for a few weeks, even a few months. But when challenges show up, when the excitement fades and real life begins, that's when you see who's really there for you. A woman who truly loves you doesn't vanish when things get inconvenient. She doesn't disappear the moment you stop entertaining her, or when life throws struggles at you. Instead, she stays. She shows up when you're sick, when you're broke, when you're doubting yourself. That's the kind of loyalty that can't be faked. Here's the truth. Women who are only in it for fun or convenience will cut ties once they get what they want. They'll leave you hanging, confused about what went wrong. But the woman who genuinely loves you doesn't measure the relationship by what she can extract from you. She measures it by what you can build together. The long haul is not glamorous. It's messy, it's unpredictable, and it requires sacrifice. And when a woman endures all of that with you, without flinching, it's because her love is anchored in something real. A woman who stays through the storms is not just with you, she has chosen you. And in love, that choice means everything. Number 3, she confides in you deeply. Pay attention here, because this is one of the clearest signs of real love. When a woman opens up her world to you, she isn't just talking, she's surrendering a part of herself that she doesn't show to anyone else. A woman in love doesn't just tell you about what she ate for lunch or how stressful her day was. She reveals her fears, her childhood scars, her dreams, and the insecurities she hides from the rest of the world. That level of honesty isn't casual, it's sacred. And if she chooses to share it with you, it means she sees you as more than a boyfriend. She sees you as a partner she can trust with her soul. Here's the reality. If she doesn't love you, she won't risk being vulnerable. She'll keep conversations shallow. She'll deflect when things get serious, and she'll never let you close enough to see the truth. Trust is expensive, and a woman only spends it on the man she loves. When she confides in you, she's not just sharing information, she's testing your ability to protect her heart. How you respond to her honesty determines whether she feels safe to keep building with you. If she gives you her deepest truths, understand this: you're not just in her life, you're inside her heart. Number 4. She prioritizes time with you over friends. A woman's schedule is the clearest reflection of her values. No matter how busy she is, no matter how many people demand her attention, a woman in love finds a way to make time for the man who matters most. This doesn't mean she abandons her friends or isolates herself from her circle. Balance is healthy, and you should never expect her to cut everyone else off. But notice the pattern. If you consistently come second to her social life, if you always have to fight for a place in her calendar, then understand this: she hasn't placed you at the center of her priorities. A woman who loves you will cancel plans when you truly need her. She'll choose to spend a quiet night with you instead of chasing constant excitement with others. Not because she's forced to, but because being with you brings her more fulfillment than being anywhere else. Men often ignore this detail, but it's critical. When she values your presence above everything else, she's showing you where her heart truly belongs. If, on the other hand, she constantly chooses the party, the friends, the distractions, then you're just another option, not her choice. Time is the most expensive gift she can give you. When she offers it freely, without hesitation, that's love in action. Number 5. She feels comfortable not being perfect around you. In the beginning of a relationship, most women put on their best face. Perfect makeup, polished words, flawless behavior. It's all part of the performance to impress. But love strips away the performance. When a woman loves you, she no longer feels the need to pretend. She lets you see her without the mask. She's not afraid for you to catch her on a bad day, in sweatpants with messy hair. She doesn't panic if her jokes fall flat, or if she reveals quirks that others might find strange. Around you, she breathes easier because she knows she doesn't have to earn your acceptance. It's already there. Here's the cold truth. If she's always on, if she never shows you her raw side, then she doesn't feel safe enough to be herself with you. And that means her heart hasn't chosen you completely. Perfection is exhausting, and no one can keep it up forever. When she loves you, she trusts you with the unpolished version of herself. She trusts that you'll still see her beauty beyond the presentation. Understand this: when a woman drops her guard, it isn't carelessness, it's intimacy. She's showing you her reality, not her performance. And if she's willing to be real with you, that's love, speaking louder than words ever could. Number 6, she stops entertaining other men. This is a line every man needs to pay attention to. Before she chose you, she may have had plenty of options: men calling, texting, trying to take her out. But when a woman falls in love, those other voices fade into the background. She no longer needs the validation, the attention, or the thrill of knowing other men want her. Because in her mind, she has already found the one who matters. If she's still flirting, still keeping backup plans, still leaving the door open for other men to walk in, then hear me clearly. You are not her priority. You're just one of many. A woman in love doesn't juggle candidates, she commits. Some men fool themselves by ignoring the signs. They see the suspicious messages, the constant attention from strangers, and they pretend it's harmless. But love doesn't leave room for competition. If she's serious about you, she'll make it clear to the world and to herself that her energy belongs to one man, you. The truth is simple. When she stops entertaining other men, it's not just about exclusivity. It's about respect. She's saying, I've chosen you, and I don't need anyone else. That's not weakness. That's loyalty. And if you don't see that shift, You need to ask yourself if she's really chosen you at all. Number 7. She sees you in her future. A woman in love doesn't just think about the present moment. She envisions tomorrow, and you're standing right there beside her. Pay close attention to how she talks about the future. Does she include you in her plans, or are you always absent from the picture? When she loves you, she naturally imagines life with you in it. She'll talk about the kind of home she wants to live in, the trips she dreams of taking together, even the family she hopes to build. She doesn't speak in terms of me. She speaks in terms of we. That's not casual talk. That's her heart projecting commitment. On the other hand, if every conversation about the future excludes you, that's not an accident. It's a warning. She's keeping her options open because she doesn't see you as permanent. And if you're honest with yourself, you'll feel that absence. Here's the truth. Women don't fantasize about men they don't value. They don't invest their imagination in someone temporary. If she's painting a future with you, it's because she's already chosen to build her life around you. So listen carefully. If her future has space for you, it's not just a dream. It's her way of telling you, I want you in my forever. Number 8. She shares every detail of her life with you. When a woman loves you, you become the first person she thinks about, whether something good happens, something bad, or even something trivial. You're the one she wants to celebrate with, the one she wants to cry to, the one she wants to tell every random story to. This is not about oversharing for the sake of talking. It's about intimacy. When she loves you, her instinct is to weave you into the fabric of her daily life. Every detail she shares is her way of saying, I want you to be part of my world. It means she values your perspective, your reaction, your presence in even the smallest corners of her existence. Here's the sharp truth. If she keeps you out of her daily narrative, she hasn't let you all the way in. If you only get fragments, if she hides important parts of her day or her struggles, then you're not the man she trusts with her whole self. Pay attention, because this is how women bond. Love makes her want to connect with you from sunrise to midnight, and when you become her first call, her last message, and the constant thread running through her day, that's no accident. That's her heart choosing you again and again. Number 9, she looks past your flaws. Every man has weaknesses, bad habits, mistakes, insecurities. We all carry them. The question is not whether you're perfect, but whether she's willing to stay even after seeing the imperfections. When a woman truly loves you, she doesn't pretend your flaws don't exist. She sees them clearly, but she chooses to look beyond them. She doesn't excuse destructive behavior, but she has the patience to work through the rough edges with you. She believes in the man you are becoming, not just the man you are today. That belief is powerful. It gives you the drive to rise, to improve, to become someone better because she saw potential where others only saw problems. Here's the cold reality. If she doesn't love you, your flaws will be her exit door. The moment things get inconvenient, she'll use your shortcomings as a reason to walk away. Love, however, doesn't walk at the first sign of imperfection. Love leans in. Love stays when it's easier to leave. Understand this. Her patience with your flaws is not weakness, it's commitment. It's her way of saying, I know you're not perfect, but I still choose you. And in a world where people abandon each other for less, that kind of loyalty is rare. Number 10, she remembers the little things that matter to you. Love is not proven in grand gestures. It's revealed in the details. A woman who truly loves you pays attention, not just to the big events, but to the subtle preferences, the small remarks, the hidden details that most people overlook. She remembers the song you played on your worst day because it lifted your spirit. She remembers the way you take your coffee, the story behind your scar, or the exact date you achieved something important. These details may seem small to you, but to her, they are priceless. Why? Because they come from listening with intention, and listening is love in action. Here's the truth. A woman who doesn't love you won't store those details in her memory. She might nod, she might smile, but she won't carry it with her. If you constantly feel forgotten, it's because you were never truly prioritized. But when she recalls the little things, when she surprises you with her memory of what you thought was insignificant, she's sending a powerful message. I see you. I value you. I carry you with me. Never underestimate this. Love lives in the details, and when she remembers them, it means you've carved out a permanent place in her heart. Number 11. She proudly calls you her man. A woman who truly loves you doesn't hesitate to let the world know where she stands. She doesn't hide you behind vague labels like a friend or someone I know. She claims you openly, without fear, without hesitation. And that public acknowledgement matters more than most men realize. When she introduces you as her man, she's drawing a line. She's telling other men that her heart is spoken for, and she's signaling to her circle that you are more than temporary. This isn't just about words, it's about ownership of the relationship. Love isn't ashamed to be seen. But here's the cold truth. If she avoids putting a name to what you are, if she keeps you in the shadows while presenting herself as single to the world, you're not her chosen one. You're her option, her safety net, her convenience. And a man who ignores that reality will end up trapped in a one-sided fantasy. A woman in love doesn't just feel it in private, she confirms it in public. When she says, "This is my man," she's not making a casual remark, she's declaring her loyalty. And in a time where so many people fear commitment, a woman who proudly claims you is revealing just how deeply she's invested. Number 12. She compromises for the relationship. Love is not about one person always getting their way. It's about meeting in the middle. A woman who truly loves you will not stubbornly cling to her pride at the expense of your bond. She's willing to bend, to adjust, and to sacrifice small comforts if it means building something stronger with you. This doesn't mean she abandons her values. Real compromise never asks her to betray who she is at the core. But it does mean she's willing to shift her schedule, reconsider her habits, or even confront her fears, all because she believes the relationship is worth it. That's not weakness, it's strength. It's a sign that her love for you outweighs her desire to always be right. Here's the sharp truth. If she refuses to compromise on anything, then you're not building a partnership. You're stuck in a power struggle. And power struggles don't nurture love. They destroy it. But when a woman chooses to compromise, she's sending you a powerful message. She's saying, I care enough about us to change, to grow, and to put our future above my ego. That's what makes relationships last. Not perfection, but the willingness to adapt together. A woman who compromises for you has proven one thing beyond doubt. She's not just in love with the idea of being with you, she's in love with the reality of building with you. You've just walked through the 12 undeniable signs that reveal whether a woman truly loves you. These aren't abstract theories. They are behavioral truths, actions that speak louder than words. And if you're honest with yourself, you already know where your situation stands. Here's the reality. Love is not hidden. It doesn't make excuses. It doesn't keep you waiting in confusion. And it doesn't leave you second-guessing your worth. If she shows you these 12 signs, you don't have to wonder. You already have your answer. She's invested, she's chosen you, and she's showing it every single day through what she does, not just what she says. But if you notice the opposite, if she hides you, keeps her options open, avoids vulnerability, or refuses to compromise, you need to face the truth. You're not her priority. And the longer you ignore that, the more you risk losing your time, your energy, and your self-respect. This is your wake-up call. Don't chase illusions. Don't settle for being a placeholder in someone else's life. You deserve more than that. And if you've been blessed with a woman who demonstrates most of these signs, then honor that by being the man who matches her loyalty and commitment. Because real love is rare, and when you find it, you don't take it for granted. Now, here's what I want you to do. Take a hard look at your relationship through the lens of these 12 truths. If you see her in them, hold her close. If you don't, it's time to ask yourself why you're still there. And if this message hit you, don't just walk away and forget it. Subscribe right now, because every video here is another weapon for your mind. Tools to help you take back control, protect your heart, and never again settle for less than you deserve. Share this with another man who needs the truth. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and remember, the power in love belongs to the man who sees clearly and acts with strength.